It's a space in downtown Bend where you can get some flavor.
Celebrate the regions that our food celebrates: Spain and the Mediterranean, and Mexico, and a little bit of the Caribbean.
The former Bar Rio in downtown Bend is now home to Bar Rio.
So you've worked in the restaurant space world for a long time, specifically here in Bend. You've either pivoted or you've opened up new restaurants or concepts. Like, what can you say to that evolution?
For me, it's almost like playing a board game, and it's not a specific board game. Sometimes there's a little bit of Monopoly and a little bit of Sorry, which I play with my 6-year-old, and sometimes I'm doing great, and next thing you know, I got to move back, or I got to go all the way back to home and stuff like that. So that's happened in our evolution. We've gotten our butt kicked, literally and figuratively. Now that we did this huge remodel, we can all breathe a little bit and relax, and now we're like, okay, what do we need to add back into it?
Okay.
And this kitchen is it's a huge kitchen, so we have people renting out the space. We're almost like an incubator for a lot of other small businesses in the food industry. I was given that opportunity when I started out Soup's On.
Sure.
To rent some space from Gavin at the Blacksmith and Joel as well, who had El Sancho. So I am a big believer in, if I have the means and the space to really pay that forward, and to create opportunities or help create opportunities for other small businesses.
There's also a new market you can visit for a quick snack or a bite to go.
We took part of our dining room and turned it into a store, which is the bodega next door.
Yeah.
And then we took our remaining space and rebranded it as Bar Rio. We wouldn't have done this if we didn't have Randy, our bar manager, who's such an excellent mixologist and has a whole vision, and really just kind of took this idea and really leaned into it.
It's a new experience that delivers on drinks and small plates. You'll also find some familiar favorites on the menu.
This reminds me of Bar Rio.
Sure,
I would think, if I look at this, like
this is old school Bar Rio since we
Yeah.
first started. It's a pork and plantain sandwich. We fry the plantains once, then we smash them, and then we fry them again and toss them in a little citrus seasoning.
Yeah.
And then we fill it with guacamole and pork carnitas and add a little verde sauce, and
All right.
it's best with a little bit of lime over the top as well.
The newly renovated space brings a more intimate experience.
You have some nice lounge space in here. Was that a goal from the get-go too? You had a vision for seating?
Yeah, a cocktail lounge is certainly what we were intending to do.
Yep.
And not every seat is the best for sitting and dining. Some of it is stuff that you would just sit back and have a cocktail.
That's right.
So we're always trying to figure out how our bar mixes with our food and how people enjoy it and where they can sit. Yeah.
Well, it is somewhere very inviting, which, by the way, this pink color in this cocktail, I want it just
you can't
because
go wrong
it's
with
hot
that.
pink.
Yeah.
And and then you've had such different looking cocktails as well. What are you known for cocktail wise?
Well, we can't get away from the margaritas. They're tart and strong, and people love that.
Is that what this
We're known for
is?
that.
This is tasty.
No, this is a burning cacti.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What's in that?
Reposado, some dark chili, simple syrup, some prickly pear.
Prickly pear.
Yeah.
There it is.
You
Yeah.
get the color, and they're just well balanced, and that all comes from Randy's commitment to the quality and the diversity of the bar program.
The cocktails are elevated and come in many forms.
And that's the maracuya, and it's just, isn't that delicious?
Yummy.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's almost like a smoothie.
Yeah.
It's like mango something, right? Is that what I got there? Yeah, yummy.
Yeah. Well, it's passion fruit, pisco and passion fruit. So
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm getting my tropical flavors
There
mixed
you
up,
go.
but they're all delicious.
It's a team effort making all the operations run smoothly.
can't say enough about the team that I have behind me. I have employees that have been with me 10, 11, 12 years since we opened.
Okay.
And so that's, obviously you can't do any of this unless you have the employees to do it, and you need them to be motivated and they gotta believe in what they do, and we have all the above.
You can find Bar Rio Cocktails and Tapas on Northwest Wall Street in downtown Bend. For another edition of Taste This, I'm Emily Kerr.